Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of valuing my toy collection and value some toys. Well, in today's episode of valuing my toy collection, we are going to value our Garfield collection, and we have shelves and shelves of Garfield stuff. So let's just kind of jump right in and start valuing everything. First up, we have this vintage metal Garfield trash can, and it's worth about $35. We have tons of vintage Garfield and Odie plush. This little Easter plush holding the egg, it's worth about $8. It actually still has the tag on it. You know, it's really hard to find plush that's old that still has the tag. People really had to take care of it. Next, we have this cute little vintage Garfield full body plush. It's actually one of my favorites, and it's probably worth about $15. That's the small one. And then we have this little Odie plush. He's probably worth about $5. And then we have Garfield as a fireman. He's probably worth about $8. And then we have this really large Garfield with a pen. He's worth about $15. And then we have this little small, medium-sized Garfield plush worth about $8. And then little Odie is Robin Hood. He's worth about $8. And this one's really old with a plastic face. He's worth about $25. And then we have a really large Odie, and this Odie is worth about $15. Then we have the little small Odie down here that you would stick on the car window. He's probably worth about $5. And then we have a large Garfield. He's worth about $15. He's in really good shape. And then we have a large Garfield with his house coat and slippers on, worth about $15. Look at some of our little stuff. We have this Garfield and Odie pencil topper. They're worth about $4 each. And a little Garfield pen back button worth about $5. A little PVC sitting figure worth about $6. He's pretty heavy. And then this cute little ceramic eat and sleep Garfield statue worth about $20. And this little vintage eraser worth probably $2. Have this Garfield hockey player figure worth about $8. Little miscellaneous stuff here, probably like $1, and then a Garfield and Arlette plastic figure worth about $5. And this little Indiana pin, somebody would pay about $5 for that, I'm sure. And then we have this little Garfield Wendy's toy worth $5, a Garfield on an inner tube worth about $6, and a massager worth about $15. Next, we have this really cool Garfield pencil case with a pencil sharpener at the end, worth about $12. Then we have the little classic Garfield sitting plush, worth about $10. And from the Danbury Mint Love and Bloom, worth about $25. And then we have some more plush to get through. We have a little party hat Garfield plush worth about $10. And then a karate guy worth about $15. And Nermal, he's worth $35. He's really rare. I got him for $2. We have a medium plush worth about $12. Santa plush is worth about $15. And then the little larger sitting plush is worth about $12. While Jersey one's worth about $10. The race car plush one's worth about $13. And the Western Cowboy Garfield's worth about $25. we have the Pookie plush. He's worth about $30. He's really hard to find. And then let's see what else we have. We have a large Garfield sitting. He's worth about $25. And then we have the large full body plush. He's worth about $25. And then we have a really big Odie. He is worth about $15. And then this Odie is also worth about $15. Our little Jamaican plush is worth about $12. And then our graduation plush with the cap and gown is worth about $15. And the little Christmas plush holding the wreath is worth about $18. We have these little small Garfield and Odie worth $12. The bookends are worth $60. They're pretty valuable. And then we have this cool Garfield mirror that came from a lot of the state fairs. It's one of the prizes you can win. It's worth about $15. And then we have 3 vintage Garfield folders. Everybody had these, and they're trapper keepers. They're probably worth about $15 for the set. And then we have a Garfield dressed as the Easter Bunny. He's worth about $28. And then we have a 24-piece puzzle worth about $12. A Christmas stocking holder worth about $25. And we have this little Garfield Christmas ornament with a little Santa hat. He's worth about $10. And everybody had one of these. The little Garfield clip-on little plushie. He's worth about $8. Then we have this really cool Odie and the trophy cup figurine, still with a tag, worth about $30. Have a little Garfield PVC figure holding a mirror worth about $9. And then the little plastic figure with him holding his teddy bear worth $10. We have this really cool Garfield on a tricycle toy. He's worth about $5. And then this figurine of Garfield taking a nap worth $30. This little Garfield ceramic worth about $15. I've had it since childhood. A little clip-on with the Girl Scout sash worth about $15. A Garfield Irish statue, it's worth about $25, and this little ornament coming out of a box worth $10. And then here he is on a skateboard worth $9, and this ceramic of him holding a gift is worth about $12. And this little round tin must be valuable to a lot of people because it's worth $20 on eBay. Never Trust a Smiling Cat little push head statues worth about $12. The small Odie and Arlette plush are worth about $6 each, so that's $12. And then this little Wendy's 2000 spinning toy fish bowl is worth about $6. The blue Garfield plush is worth about $12. And then this little Garfield and the sleigh Christmas ornament is worth about $12. And this really cool treehouse retreat is worth about $50. It went all the way to $100 on eBay, but I think it's worth more about $50 to $60. It's really hard doing everything one-handed, but I wanted to see what this is on the bottom. But it's called Garfield's Retreat by Jim Davis by the Danbury Mint. Then we have some vintage gardening tools worth about $12. Still have the tag on one of them. Then this little rubber frame worth about $5 just because it's Garfield. And then this no smoking mug worth about $15. And this Bah Humbug mug worth about $15. Have a large Arlette plush. She's worth about $20, and Odie's worth about $25. We have this really hard to find rare SpaghettiOs can. It's worth about $15. Just think about how many thousands were thrown in the garbage. Then we have a Domino's game that's worth about $10. It's a cool little picture frame with the original picture still in it, worth about $10. Then a Garfield Goes to Hollywood book worth about $5. A Garfield in the Rough book worth about $5. And then this puzzle still on the board worth about $12. And a color form set from 1978 worth about $20. And then hiding in the back, I had to pull this out to see what it was, but it's a Garfield hanging organizer. It's worth about $20. And then this is the same notebook I had as a kid. It's worth about $10. I got it at a thrift store for $1. Right, the next shelf, we have some more plush. We have the Love Struck plush. He's worth about $12. And then we have Garfield in his aerobic outfit. He's worth about $12. This little plush is worth about $8 with a heart on his chest. Little Odie plush here with the bell. He's worth about $10. And then the little smaller Odie plush is worth about $5. And then this really cool set of Garfield house shoes is worth about $20. And we have this Garfield fish bowl or aquarium worth $100. Next, we have a little Odie Halloween plush. He's worth about $6. And then we have this little Odie plush. He's probably worth about $6. And then we have two of these little spring Garfields. We'll say $15 for both of them total. Have a little Odie with house shoes on. He's worth about $6. One looks like he used to stick on a window. He's probably worth about $5. And then the one with the scarf that does stick on the window is worth probably about $8. And here's another spring one. He just needs a good bath. And we have the Garfield new movie toy laying on the TV worth about $7. And then two more of those pencil toppers worth about $8. And then four of these Pez worth about $4 each. That's about $16 we can add to our total. And the little Burger King Garfield worth about $4. The little Merry Christmas figure is worth about $12. The one lying down is worth $5. And then the little 30 No Big Fat Deal is worth $6. And the big Christmas figure is worth $8. Then the new movie clip-on plush is worth about $12. The window climber is worth about $12. You pull him down, he'll just climb up on a string. The little blinking eyes statue is worth $12, and the big bank's worth about $18. And then on this shelf, we have a flaming Garfield plush that's worth about $20, a golfer plush that's worth about $18. And then we have this little clock here, it's worth $35. And then we have four of these little books, Garfield's Thanksgiving, Garfield at Large, Garfield Hits the Big Time, and Garfield Takes His Licks. They're all worth about $5 each. We have this really cool needlepoint someone made of Garfield worth about $35, professionally framed. Have this little Garfield Making Faces puzzle worth about $12. And last but not least, a vintage Garfield phone still in the box worth $125. Well, with our previous 180 videos we've made so far for Value in My Toy Collection on our YouTube series, our total was $517,611. So when we add this video of all of our Garfield merchandise, we can add another $1,889 to our total. So that means our grand total for episode 181 of Value in My Toy Collection is $519,500. Now remember, I'm no millionaire. I've just been saving toys all my life from garage sales, flea markets, and eBay. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm off to make some more toy videos and value some more of my toy collection. If you want to follow my journey more in depth, you can find me on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi.